For as long as I can remember, I've always been drawn to movies that told stories through the eyes of children. Movies such as My Girl, The Sandlot, The Little Rascals, Home Alone, The First Act of Love and Basketball, Crooklyn, Stand By Me, Matilda, and shows like The Wonder Years. And while those movies were amazing and they captured my imagination, what really changed my worldview were foreign films, particularly the neorealism movement. I was introduced to films like The Bicycle Thief from Italy, the Apu trilogy from India, Salam Bombay, and of course the great Persian movement, The Color of Paradise, Baran, and my personal favorite, Children of Heaven. These movies almost gave me permission to start telling stories of my very own community. Because up until that point, the only view I had of my community really wasn't always positive. I mean, the lens that my community was always portrayed was never positive. And then I realized that how you capture a community can completely change the narrative of the place. And I believe that my crew and I did that with our first film, Meet Me Yesterday. Meet Me Yesterday was an opportunity for me to bring new light to the community that I grew up in. It was centered around a family that truly loved each other and really wanted to be near one another. And it was learning also how to say goodbye at the same time. And I think the message of that touched so many hearts around the world. And so when I heard people reaching out to me, asking me where this place was, it blew my mind, because up until that point, I'd never seen anything really positive said about my community from an outsider. And to me, that is the power of cinema. The screening of Meet Me Yesterday was sold out twice with the waiting list, and the amount of people that came from different communities to see this film was unbelievable. And from that point, I knew that I had to capture this again, and I decided to go back to the drawing board. This piece, once again, goes back to the same ideas of the stories that inspired me when I was younger, from the eyes of children. And I believe wholeheartedly that when we see films through the eyes of children, we're able to connect with our inner child. And when we see the world through our inner child, we're able to connect a little bit more with our humanity. And that's the kind of filmmaking that I've always been drawn to, because it's pure. It's pure cinema. It's a language that you can't express. It's a language that's innate. Coming out on February 24th, 2024, we expect for this theater to pack out with a waiting list once again. And we hope that you can join us and party with us when it's all said and done. This is going to be, for me, this is an exciting time to be able to tell stories that not only matter to me, but also tell it from a community that I grew up in, and tell stories of love, tell stories of family, tell stories of connection, tell stories of our humanity. That's what cinema's done for me. I'll see you on February 24th.